My name is John Macnamara. I suppose I'm dairy farming here in southeast Limerick with my wife Olivia and our 4 children. I suppose we're the current holders of the National Dairy Council and Kerrygold Quality Milk Awards for 2023 because I suppose we are a primary producer of milk, and I suppose we're the first in the chain, or the first link in the chain, and it's very, very important that what we're producing on the farm is on the customer's table or on the consumer's table tomorrow morning. So it's really important that we get right, and I suppose we were proud to achieve this trophy and shield here that we're holding today, and certainly indeed honoured to bring back to our own parish here in Caoimhe and to County Limerick. I suppose we're milking 220 cows this year on a milking platform of 75 hectares, of which 20 is leased. I suppose last autumn I sourced Fatroseal from the local vet here in Kilmallock, Liam MacCarthy. And I suppose, why did I source Fatroseal? I suppose I looked at it firstly, there was good value for money, and I suppose, look, we've a good system here for cost structure on the farm, and it was important to me that we maintain that with no matter what items we buy. And that's why Fatroseal was, as important as any other item. I suppose one point to note on the Fatroseal as I was using it would have been that it was probably slightly a small bit more difficult to infuse the syringe into the quarter. And I suppose I just put this down to maybe the quality of the product and the consistency or the viscosity of the product, whatever you want to call it, which was really, really good, and probably which probably led to a slight bit more difficult just pushing in the tube. And I suppose the second point maybe that I think is worth noting as well, that just on the covers of the silo tubes, so in this case here it's the red cover, I suppose it was nice that it allowed me to actually break it in two, so I had the shorter tip maybe to be used on the shorter teeth, maybe heifers, even shorter teeth on the cows, and I would have used that occasionally at times as well. So I suppose, look, I'm no expert to know whether it's a big advantage or not, but it was nice to have it there as well. I suppose, a further point, worth noting, I suppose, in the times we live in at the moment, where recycling is, I suppose, top of all our agendas really, and farmers are no different in that case. Whether it's recycling plastic, recycling cardboard, whatever, we all have our recycling bins now and stuff, and I think it's important that farmers take the lead in that as well. And I suppose I was delighted to see that Fatroseal as well, the tubes actually came in a cardboard box that was fully recycled, maybe versus a bucket or whatever. So I think for me, it just adds a small point again to the product. So I was very happy with the cure rate, I suppose, on the cows in the first milk recording. I suppose where I would look at that would be that, so a batch of cows maybe that may have been high at drying off, and suddenly would have, cured or come in lower on the first milk recording. I think, that's what it's all about, because we're producing a quality product, and I suppose it's over the dry period where we get that opportunity to cure the cow, and I suppose, so it's great to see them kind of results. I suppose even probably more importantly than that, we had no mastitis cases, at calving, and I suppose no clots in the quarters at calving down. And to me, that's probably nearly more important, because that's at a time where you're under severe pressure with work. You have a lot of cows calving, a lot of, I suppose, pressure on the calving boxes, pressure on the cupicles, and, to, I suppose, achieve that, with a large number of cows, is a really good sign of the product. And I think that probably all bears well for the year ahead with the results we got. So going forward, I suppose in the subsequent years now, I'd have no issue using Fatroseal down the road, and I suppose equally I'd have no issue recommending it maybe to fellow farmers or fellow vets that want to stock it as well. We've been very pleased with the product, and we've been very pleased with the results of the product.